It's another video in my car. It's January, and that means it's the season of New Year's resolutions. Some people are keeping them, some people are breaking them. I hope you're keeping yours, if you've made any. And it's also the season of my personal favorite thing, clearance priced Christmas decorations and candy. I've stocked up on a couple good Christmas candies that I found on sale after the holidays. But I've also recently had what could have been my best and my worst experiences with candy. Strangely enough, they both actually happened on the same day. That day, I decided I wanted to go to World Market to see what they had in their Christmas sale. The shopping center was really crowded, so I had to park farther away than I wanted to. That meant that when I was walking to World Market, I passed by a store called Taste of Kentucky. I hadn't planned to go in there, but they still had up their Christmas tree with all the lights on it, and it just looked so cozy and homey that I decided to go in. I found a couple really cute Christmas ornaments that I decided to buy. When I got to the cash register to buy them, the woman working there told me that I had to have at least $5 worth of items to pay with my card, and I wasn't quite there. So she suggested that I pick up a Majesco. If you haven't heard of Majescos, they're basically these caramel-covered marshmallows. A Louisville candy maker decided to name them after a Polish actress named Majesco, and they've been pretty popular in the area ever since. I had actually never tried a Majesco until 2016. When my aunt found out that I hadn't, she decided that I needed to try one, and she bought some for me and my grandma, who had also never had one, to try. It was good, but I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever. I'm not sure if I got one that was kind of old or what, but the marshmallow was a little stale tasting and not as sweet as I expected. But Taste of Kentucky also had some chocolate-covered Majescos, so I decided to get my balance up to $5 and be able to use my card. I'd get a chocolate Majesco. Then I went to World Market and picked up a couple things. When I got back in my car, I was really hungry, so I decided to try the Majesco. I am so glad that I did. It was probably the best candy that I've ever tasted. The chocolate was fudgy, and so on top of the marshmallow and the caramel, it made it taste like a chocolate lava cake or like a fudgy brownie that's just come out of the oven and cooled off enough that you can eat it. And I really liked it so much that I would say it might be my new favorite candy. And I held on to the wrapper so I can show you exactly what it is if you ever happen to see one and want to try one yourself. This camera does not want to focus, so I may insert a picture, but it says Bowers Majesco's Dark Chocolate Caramel Marshmallow. That evening, I decided I wanted something sweet for a snack, so I dug into my stash of Christmas candy. I found a bag of peppermint candies that are basically like little taffies, and I know that I like them because my aunt usually puts them in our Christmas stockings at our family Christmas, but she hadn't this year, so I saw them at Target and picked them up, and I decided I wanted one of those. I'd had one earlier right after I'd got them, and I knew that they were really good, but for whatever reason, the candy that I grabbed that night was awful. I may as well have just dumped an entire shaker of salt in my mouth, because when I first tasted the candy, that was all I could taste, salt. And I thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was just a light layering of salt on the outside for some reason, even though that doesn't make any sense. So I kept chewing, but the salty taste did not go away. I started to be able to taste a slight bit of peppermint. Think if you, for some reason, decided to take your candy cane under water in the ocean and lick it there, you would have a really, really salty taste, but maybe a little bit of peppermint. That's basically what it tasted like. And it didn't get any better, so I finally had to just spit the whole candy out. It was the worst candy experience I have ever had in my life. But I got to thinking, surely there wasn't just one good candy in the whole bag, because the first one I'd had been absolutely fine. So I tried another candy, and I took a little bite out of it first to make sure that it wasn't awful, and it tasted normal. So then I tried the whole thing, and it was absolutely fine. For whatever reason, that one candy was awful, but not all of them were. I have no idea how that even would have happened if somebody mixed up a giant bag of sugar and salt in the factory, or if some disgruntled employee on his or her last day was just like, forget this, and just dumped a bunch of salt in the mix of a certain batch of candy. I have no idea, but it was so bad. Oh, I can't even fully describe how bad it was when you're expecting something sweet and the first thing you taste is salt. Pure salt. If you've ever had either a really good or a really bad experience with candy, tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. What the what? Why would you do that? I can't even right now. Today's What the What is a doll who looks like she's preparing for an outbreak of some kind of sickness. Hopefully she doesn't know something we don't. Thanks for watching. Remember to spread kindness and stay epic. Bye!